Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum, folks. This is Azm-e-Pakistan from Azm-e-Pakistan.tv, and today I am present over here in NIC National Incubation Center, Islamabad, Pakistan, where the Game Emerge Conference 2020 is being held. And with me today is one of the most wonderful, inspiring, and illustrious personalities, Kate Edwards, ma'am. Ma'am, thank you so much for joining us. Just a brief introduction about her: that she's a geographer, she's a content creator, she's a writer, and she's a content culturalization strategist, most active in video games, and she has been the executive director of International Game Developers Association. Ma'am, first of all, since you're in Pakistan, tell us how has been your visit so far in Pakistan, and how have you found the people of Pakistan?
Well, it's been a fantastic visit. I mean, I had a great time here. Unfortunately, it's a really short trip for me. It's a very busy time of the year for different conferences, but I'm really fortunate that I had the chance to come. The people have been fantastic. I mean, I visited here before, but it was 20 years ago.
Okay.
So, a long time ago.
Long time.
But, I mean, it's just been amazing. I've had the opportunity to visit several game studios, and to interact with a lot of the people working on different game projects and animation projects. And I mean, the amount of talent is remarkable. Honestly.
Okay, so yeah, Pakistanis are known for their hospitality.
Yes.
I study in Rift Institute of Media Sciences, and we have this program, bachelor's program BS, in game development as well. So since you have visited Pakistan and you have been in this conference as well, how do you feel is the future of game development in Pakistan?
Well, I think there's a tremendous future. I mean, I've seen all the pieces are in place to make a really successful game creation ecosystem. I mean, typically you need a certain level of government support, you need the educational resources, and then you need an industry, which means the talent. You've got companies, you've got people working on games, and I've seen pieces of all that exist here. And so I think Pakistan is basically poised to show a lot of growth in this industry. And I think if those three pieces can continue to work together, I think there's a lot of potential success. And I mean, the talent really is amazing. I've seen some great artists, great game designers, and so you have as much talent here as I've seen in pretty much any other market in the world. You know, so when I hear some of the developers locally saying, well, I'm only in Pakistan, or nobody knows who we are, it's like, well, ultimately, they will know who you are because you're making really good games.
Okay.
And so that's the key. Because, like, for example, nobody really knew that Finland was a huge game development market until Angry Birds became successful.
Yeah.
You know, and Rovio had been around a long time before Angry Birds was successful.
Yeah.
And so it's the same with Pakistan. I mean, maybe there's going to be that one game that becomes successful that comes out of this market, and everyone will notice, like, wow, there's a lot of great stuff going on in Pakistan.
Okay. Also, since you just said that we Pakistanis, we do believe that, and game development, and precisely I talk about game development, we do believe that we are lacking somehow in game development and in games, and we have this complex built in us. So, how important are these conferences in inculcating confidence in game developers in Pakistan?
Well, I mean, one of the things that is super important about going to a conference like Games Emerge, taking part in any kind of community, game developers, we make games together. It's very rare that a game developer makes something all by themselves. There are people who do that, but that's very rare. Every game that we know is made by a team of people. They learn to work together, they learn to collaborate, they learn from each other, so they get better because they work with each other. And I think it's really essential to come to events like this because that's the only way you learn. You know, and like I've been working in the industry for almost 27 years, and I still feel like I'm learning. And what I love about so many of like even really famous game developers that you'll see at like GDC or Gamescom or events like that, most of them, even the really famous people, are very humble about their skill because they feel in many ways that they're just still learning. You know, even though they've mastered a certain craft like game design or programming, but I think there's sort of that humility that games are an evolving art form and that there's so much more that we all need to learn. And so I think just to assume like if you take a game design course, you know everything, you don't. Because, I mean, there's so many different ways to design a game. And so what's really important is that coming together and sharing that information. That's one of the things I absolutely love about working in the game industry around the world. game developers are really good about sharing information with each other because I think everyone wants everyone else to succeed.
Okay, and at the end, I would like to request and invite you to our RIFA Institute of Media Sciences, RIFA International University, since we are having the BS Game Development Program as well, and our dean, our directors, our HOD, and our students will be obliged to have you there, and we'll be very happy if you join us whenever you have time. And
I would absolutely love to visit sometime. So yeah, I'm hoping on my next trip here to Pakistan, I'll get that chance.
okay, thank you so much, Kay, for joining us.
Thank you.